You've summed it up. It's a historic win, and it's the first test India was playing at Lords. Um, what else I can say is that it's good to see the team doing well in this format, which the women cricketers around the globe don't get to play that often. Switching off from T20 and then getting into a longer format, it is a challenge for any cricketer. But the girls really showed up well, and I'm actually thrilled to see two Indian women cricketers' names on the honors board, because that's something is a history, right? I mean, every cricketer would want to see their name there. They want that opportunity. Yastika and Kranti have done that, so incredibly proud of this team. Um, See, I mean, yes, people have asked me even in the com box that being at Lords, because I did the semi final as well as India Australia game. Um, the thing with me is that I play a game and then I move on from that. Sports has taught me that even whether it's a win, it's a loss, it's 100, it's a zero, it never mattered. Like it's always the next day. So I've never really had a FOMO. It never crossed my mind also that I have a 94 at Lords. It just today, I think two hours before, a friend of mine I was having a chat with, and that's when I got to know that India won. And she was like, you never had got an opportunity. I said I did in a white ball cricket. I played a 1 day there. I remained not out on 94 because the target was achieved. So she said that's a miss. I said perhaps, but I mean, absolutely no regrets, because I still got an opportunity to play at Lords. And, you know, just going back in time, 99, my first debut series, I remember taking a picture outside Lords. Like, there's this Lords Museum. So I went with my seniors to take a picture. Never dreamt of playing there. It never crossed my mind. But God has been kind, and the sport gave me an opportunity to play there. That's what I feel, and I'm happy that the girls got an opportunity to play a test match at Lords. A lot of teams played 1 day, but playing the longest format and winning it, beating the home team there, it's a very different feeling, and I'm sure the girls are overjoyed, and perhaps have moved on from the disappointment of a T20 World Cup. That's what sport is all about, right? If there's the disappointment, you still have to prepare yourself for the next day, which the girls did. They came back. They got a short break and they're preparing for this game, and the rewards are there to see. What surprises me is that we've played test matches in England, but never at Lords. So I'm not the person who can give you an answer why it took so long. But then I think there's always a time for things. I truly believe that perhaps when things are going really well for women's cricket, uh, globally I'm talking about, just not for Indian women's team, but other teams. You look at the World Cups, you look at the way that the elite athletes, elite players have been performing, just pushing the standard of women's cricket. It just grows every series, every tournament, every World Cup. So the product women's cricket is so rich now that everybody wants to invest, everybody wants to follow, and it has to happen now. And I'm even happy for a fact that the result has gone our way. I think Kranti is. I still feel she's raw. She just broke into the Indian team last year. Fast tracked into the Indian team, and then won the World Cup. She was very impressive in the 50 over format. And what I liked about that girl is, she's not overawed with the occasion. She may not have got the experience or the exposure before making it into the Indian team. For many, it could be a huge platform. But what little I interacted with her during the ODI World Cup, she's come across somebody who enjoys the platform, who has absolute no fear of people judging her or anything. And I think that's something incredible about that girl. And it's just unfortunate she didn't get much opportunity in the T20 World Cup. But again, in her first test, and that too at Lords, I mean, that's some destiny. And then about Yastika, I think Yastika, pretty strong character, I would say, because getting injured just before the home World Cup is a, as a player, you feel incredibly sad for the fact that someone is missing out on a home World Cup. And then India goes on to win the World Cup. You can imagine, what she would have felt as an injured player. Then, she make a comeback again, she gets injured. So in a span of about 8 months or so, she's got injured twice. She had to be in rehab. It takes a lot of resilience for a player to come out and get that 100. So truly well deserved for Yastika. And she's always been a talented cricketer. She just needs some time. Everybody perhaps require a little bit of time when they come back from injury, and the way she adapted to it, adapted the conditions. She did decently well in the World Cup, but then turning up and getting 100, really proud of her.